For 6 years, Coach Taylor did not have a winning season. Due to this, he was getting closer and closer to being sacked. That was not the only issue he had. On the home front, things weren't getting any better for him. His house was falling apart, his car kept dying, and he couldn't even reproduce children as he was termed impotent by several doctors. The night after work, he overheard the board members of the club having a meeting and deliberating about sacking him and then replacing him with his deputy. Grant returned home in tears. He knew that if he was to continue as the head coach of the football team, he had to turn things around immediately. So he spent some time praying and calling on God to bail him out. One day, Grant received a message from God delivered to him by an unexpected visitor. He immediately called his team together, who at this time were depressed and at the point of losing hope in the possibility of a miracle. The football team found a new purpose and redefined their game. They chose to thank God whenever they won and thank Him whenever they lost. Guess what? They started winning game after game and ensured that they honored God every single time. The winning strike got them to the final. This time, they were to face a team named the Giants. This team had won the Premiership, the Championship, for about 4 times in a row. Obviously, Grant and his Eagles team must rise above their fears and step to their greatest test of strength and courage if they are to win at all. That was exactly what they did. Although the Eagles were on the back foot at the beginning of the match, they did not stop giving their very best. They did not stop giving their very all. They eventually won the state championship trophy. My friend, there will be points in life when things will seem not to work. At this point, everything will seem to go against you. Even your colleagues and friends won't be on your side at this point. This point will be frustrating, believe me. In fact, there was a man who was frustrated at this very point and cursed the day he was born. You see, courage is what is required at this very point. Anyone can be bold when all is well, but the best test, the true test of courage, is in the face of challenges. Courage is the ability to stand firm in the face of pain, discomfort, and challenges. I do not believe you are courageous until I see how you stand in the presence of pain, discomfort, and challenges. This ability comes from within. Mike Tyson, one of the world's baddest, if I would say, boxer, once said, he said, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. If you still stand still after a punch, you are strong. The second thing I'd like you to add to all the things you've learned so far is that there will come a day when you have to face your giant. Whatever the giant is for you, it could be your boss, it could be a bully, whatever your giant is and whoever it is. But remember, in that day, do not face the giant alone. Coach Grant Taylor knew this. He sought for help. There are some battles in life that would require that you connect to a greater force You connect to a superior force if you want to win. Not all battles are of the same level. When it has to do with something that is critical, you need to connect to a greater and superior force if you want to get positive returns. That's the simple truth about life. Coach Grant Taylor knew this, for instance, and then approached God for help. He knew that if things don't turn around at that very point, he will be sacked. And that would most likely, as a coach, affect his pedigree, affect his person. So, apart from the fact that I am a Christian, how do I know what force to connect to? As a Christian, you know that you have to connect to God because He is all powerful. But apart from that, in my business, how do I strive at a level? How do I excel? How do I fly at a level beyond my peers? You must, as a matter of fact, look for organizations, look for people who have a track record of victory and whose victory has been sustained over a period of time. That's a superior force right there. I'm aware that Mark Zuckerberg is not the founder of WhatsApp, but somehow the founder of WhatsApp understood that Facebook was going at a pace that was faster than he, and that he has to connect at that level if he wants to rule the instant messaging space. What you must begin to do now is to get yourself prepared for that level. That's why companies employ individuals who have a track record of success, because on their own, and having worked with people, they could be regarded as a great force. And you basically have to see how you can connect to them and get the value that they can offer you. So I mentioned God, that God is the greatest force. But apart from God, you basically have to look for people that you can connect to, form a team together to fight the giant, Remember, David did not fight Goliath alone. There was God in the equation, who is the greatest force of all. Remember, Samson did not just kill the lion. There was God in the equation, who is the greatest force of all. So, let me even make this clear, very clear. You can't win life's battle fighting alone. If you ever desire to get to the zenith in life, you should get ready to fight giants. But you cannot fight the giants alone. Don't fight life's battle alone. I hope this helps you. My name remains Uluwapelumi Awe. If I come your way next time, keep living your dreams.